Hello and welcome back. Today's video is an update for the Pi Project Pan, which is Pan in Everything Project Pan. This is a collab with a lot of different panners. I will link them in the description box, and this was created by Jessica Lee. And I do have a whole Project Pan playlist. If you have not seen that, I will link that in the description box as well. We're basically rotating through several items at a time and just trying to hit pan, and then when we hit pan, we roll that item out for a new item. And I do have one new pan this time. It is a tiny little baby pan, but it counts. So that means I will be rolling in one new item, and let's get into the update. The first one, I don't have a ton of visible progress, but that is this mini Becca Opal. You can see that there is a dent there, and I have been using this regularly, but I've mentioned before, this one is a bit too dark on me. Therefore, I do mix it in with a lighter highlighter. So that's why the progress has been pretty slow, but I am working on it, slow but steady on this one, and this will be staying in the project. The next one is an eyeshadow palette. This is the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded, and the color that I am trying to hit pan on is Endgame, this brown. And as you can tell by that line, I do use it in my eyebrows. I love it. I'm wearing it in my brows today. I feel like it's a really good color for my brows. It's a pretty big dip, but yeah, no pan yet. So we shall see. I'm hoping maybe by the next update, but I have not hit pan on an Urban Decay eyeshadow in a while, and they're pretty deep pans, pretty dense formula, so it definitely takes time, but definitely making progress. This next one is the original Lorac Pro palette, and I do think I'm making really good progress on this. I think I'm getting very close to hitting pan on actually 2 of the shades, and I mean, I'm sure you guys know the Lorac formula is very soft and powdery. I've been using this one, and that one the most. This one has a pretty big dip, and as does that. So basically what I'm doing is these 2 shades I'm using either as a brow bone highlight or to set the whole lid before doing eyeshadow, and then light pink I'm using mostly to set the crease. So kind of varying that up a little bit, but I think I should be able to hit pan on one, if not both of those by the next update. And yeah, I really enjoy this matte formula. The shimmers are not as metallic as I would like, so I really have not reached into those, although I should. They are very pretty. So definitely getting close on those 2 shades right there. So we shall see what happens next. Right, the one that I hit pan on, I'm very excited. I hit pan on this blush. This is the Anastasia blush kit. This is the one that's called Radiant. They discontinued these a while ago, which I think is sad because it's a really nice blush formula. I've been working on this for many months, and I did hit pan right there. It's a tiny little baby pan, but it exists. I can see it. And yeah, blush is not easy to pan, especially this is a pretty pigmented formula, so I definitely can't put on too much. But yeah, it is there. I have hit pan. I think I'm going to try to use this a couple more times to expand the pan before I actually put it away, but I am so excited. Panning blush is very difficult for me, and yeah, I have not finished that many blushes ever in my whole project panning career, so to hit pan on another one is very exciting. Woohoo on this one. All right, so that means I'm rolling in one new item, and I decided to go with the ColourPop So Jaded palette. This is one of my favorite palettes in my collection, so I really want to use it more. I have not decided what shade I would want to try to hit pan on yet, and I will say I have hit pan on ColourPop pressed powder eyeshadows before, and it takes a while. They are pretty deep pans and pretty dense formula, somewhat powdery, but definitely not to the level of like Lorac or Anastasia, which I think most people know that those are much easier to hit pan on because of the formula and the more shallow pans. So I'm not sure. I think first I'll just kind of play around with it because I've only used this palette 5 times ever, which is sad considering it's one of my favorites. So I'll probably first play around with it, and then my guess is that I'll settle on a more neutral shade to hit pan on, like maybe this light peachy shade, or maybe this mustard, or maybe this kind of mauve-y color. Like I said, I have not decided, But yeah, I think I more just want to put this in here so that I can get more use on it, but eventually I will decide which shade I want to try to hit pan on. Alrighty, that is it for this update. I am so happy to have hit pan on a blush. That is very, very exciting because blush is probably one of the hardest things to pan. And I'm also excited to start working on the ColourPop So Jaded palette because I love that palette and I definitely want to use it more. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested, I will link the other people doing this project and also my Project Pan playlist, and have a great day.